Hey guys, my name is Nathaniel, and today we are going to be doing the Week 1 recap for the 4th season of the DBA. And as you can see, it's hosted by myself, Amphibious, or Nathaniel, as you may know me. We're going to get right into it. Now, we started off this week with a very odd game. It would be the Minnesota Hyperfangs versus the Shepard Blackout. Thunder 10-50-90 against Marcus the Boss. So, the beginning of the game was a very Switch entitled game where there were a lot of switches and stuff like that. It was a skillful game that you could see was going to be possibly a very long one. And then Togekiss happened, started air slashing, and got a bunch of flinches in a row. Now, um, what I would call like the kind of like the scene of the battle happened with when the score was 6-3. Then Marcus sacked off another Mon, hoping that air slash would miss. Didn't miss. So it ended up being 6-2 and a +4 win for Thunder. And this is not the best season opener I could have thought of. But you take what you can get. And Thunder came out of this one with a win and basically said to everybody, hey, I have Togekiss. Watch out. Probably gonna hacks you. And then we move on to the Atlanta Braviaries versus the Cerulean Cloisters. Now, this game was also very good. A very Switch entitled game where so the beginning of the game, Ursaring tries to kind of get started up, but ends up dying in the long run. And there's a bit of a run with Jellicent that it dies, and Doublade gets into a position where it's very scary. So, but then it dies, and in like about the mid game, Cloyster sets up a shell smash on a switch of some sort and gets 4 straight kills, taking out the Gigalith, Sceptile, Excadrill, and Tapu Lele. But ends up dying after taking an EQ from Excadrill. It just plows through a couple more things and dies to Landorus Eye. Well, no, actually dies to Sandstorm. Then Jirachi and Lando Eye happens, and Jirachi goes for an Ice Punch and freezes Landorus Eye. Now there were 3 turns. It was either 4 or 3 turns of sand left, and Darkrai had clicked Rock Polish on that turn, which should have ultimately gave him the win. Now there has been a bit of skepticism about how the sand turns would have been, but you never know. But in the end, the Cerulean Cloisters came away with this win, a 3-0 win, or an 0-3 win, however you want to say it. Moving on, we had the Philadelphia Pheon versus the Miami Rotom-Heat. Now, this was a win for Zern and the Pheon. 3-0 win, another one. Which this was a huge skill-based match. This was a huge skill-based match. Both players showed just straight excellence in the battle format, and both played very well. But in the end, there was just some more clever switches and just overall stronger mons on the Pheon side. But I still think the Rotom-Heat played extremely well. And with the last game of the week, we had the Utah Wees going against the Golden State War Turtles. The Wees won 3-0. This match, I would not call it confusing or like super complicated, but it was a very good match. If you look at team from team, there is a bit of weather going around, but mostly from the Wii side. As you can see, Ninetales will low to counter it. Now, there was a play in this game. It was Jolteon said it was Manaphy and Jolteon left on one side, and then Rotom-Heat, Heliolisk, and I think it was either and Azelf on the other side. Jolteon sets it up in agility and on Heliolisk, and it plans to pass it to Manaphy. But Nate instead went for the Thunderbolt, killing the Manaphy and effectively winning his team winning the game. Definitely a lot of skill in this match shown, and honestly a positive look up for Helix, who showed that he can be a coach in this league. He has a great team. All he needs to do is just execute, and we saw Nate get his second win in DBA history. Moving on to the standings at the top, in first place we have Thunder or the Minnesota. We have the Minnesota Hyperfangs with a win and +4 differential, and then a tie for second with the Cerulean Cloisters, Utah Weeze, and Philadelphia Fion. Then we have a tie for what seems to be fifth with the Atlanta Braviaries, the Golden State War Turtles, and the Miami Rotom-Heat. And then last place is, of course, Markers and the Shelter Blackout. As for the kill leaders, Togekiss leads with 4 kills, no deaths, and a +4 differential, followed by Cloyster. With 4 kills, death, and 3 differential. And then Heliolisk with 2 kills, no death, and 2 differential. And then Garchomp. And then Garchomp, Gigalith, Crocodile, Magearna all tied for fourth, with a 2-1-1, 2 kills, 1 death, 1 differential, and Azelf, Jirachi, and Latios tied for 8th. All of them which have 1 kill, no death, and 1 differential. So with that, I would like to thank you for watching, and the deadline for week 2 will be June 2nd. Hopefully, I will be able to get a weekly recap out slightly after that. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.